Hi friends, it's Suzanne here from sunstampin.com. I'm a Canadian Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I want to welcome you to my weekly Wildcard Wednesday video on my blog and YouTube channel. The card designs I share today are a little more technique driven, but nothing too complicated. I also sell the products I feature in this video. I hope you enjoy my free video tutorial and would love to see you shop with me. For today's card, I'm using the Friendly Expressions stamp set and the foliage frame dies. I'm making a wedding card and I'm making it a 5x7-inch wedding card. So I have two pieces of shimmery white cardstock. One is 5x7, the other one is 5x7.5. I'm going to score at 7 and have a little 1/2-inch fold over. Use my bone folder there, and then I'm adhering some tear tape to this, and I'm going to trim off the little edges, remove the backing piece, and then I'm going to butt the 5x7 piece into the score line, flip it over, and anytime you do this, you're going to have a bit of a hair's difference in length, so I'm just going to trim that off. Next up, I have the tin tile embossing folder and a 7x6 piece of galvanized paper, and I ran it through the Big Shot once and then ran it through the Big Shot a second time. Oh, and I stopped to do my nails. No, I'm just joking. I'm just going to burnish my emery board on my galvanized paper. And this allows me to take my dauber and sponge on some color. And I'm using gray granite here, but you don't have to. If you want to use blue, it looks really cool. And pink and yellows, they look really cool. So I encourage you to try it. So I'm using my fast fuse, just adhering that whole piece. So that's 5x7. And like I said, I had to run it through the Big Shot twice, matching up that tin tile embossing folder. And the pieces that I cut off of it, I'm just going to use on the back side and on the inside too. So I just wanted to hide the unsightly seam. All right, so, and I do have a piece of the Frosted Florals Designer Series paper sitting on top. It's not adhered, but, and what I ended up doing here is this is the focal piece. So this is shimmery white cardstock, which is the theme throughout. And I used that little frame, the foliage frame for it. Loved it. So I stacked 3 up together. So this is shimmery white card again. I am using my embossing buddy and with Versamark ink, and I am stamping the congratulations to you, to which I'm going to emboss in silver. So I always like to heat emboss from behind. It's just my personal preference. On a thinner cardstock, I usually do it this way. On the thicker cardstocks, I will go from above. Now, I fussy cut this because I like fussy cutting. And some people don't like fussy cutting, and I don't understand why, but that's okay. Maybe they have hand tremors, or maybe they just don't want to concentrate that much. This is a wedding card that I'm giving to the owner of the salon that I work at. So of course I'm going to take that extra time and care. So this is the chicken wire. I think it's back ordered, but you'll be able to get it shortly. It's a fun piece of paper, white on one side, silver on the other, and I just haphazardly cut some. The congratulations that I fussy cut, I put mini dimensionals on behind and stuck it to the floral frames. Here is the frosted floral paper, just adhering that with fast fuse. Another little strip of fast fuse goes down, then the chicken wire, then removing the backing on the dimensionals, and my focal piece comes right in center. Now I could have stopped right there, but I didn't. I went with the frosted florals again and some vellum, and I cut out a whole bunch of the leaves. So each little bunching of leaves has some frosted floral, a light blue and a green color, and also some vellum. And I think I made about 4 different groupings, but you don't have to. You can always, like, it looks, I could have stopped here and it looks just great. But then I like to take it a step further. Like I said, this is for the owner of the salon that I work at. So now here is a lovely use for the spatula part of your pick your tool. You can, when you're stuffing like leaves underneath a piece here, you can take your pick and smoosh it down so that the glue is going to stick. So this is that lovely ribbon, velveteen ribbon that's in the holiday catalog. It's gorgeous. And I tied a little bow and added that. That's the pop of color. And then I used the frosted and clear epoxy droplets. Sorry, that was Tranquil Tide velvet ribbon. So on the inside, and I know I'm decorating the inside. Woo, it's a special occasion. So I used a little bit of the frosted floral paper again, and I also did a grouping of 3 leaves. And again, another use for my tool is I was able to pick up the tiniest amount, because this is the inside of the card. You don't want it to be stuck down. And I used the pokey bit of my tool. Of course, I washed it afterwards, and I was able to accurately put some glue on the back of those leaves in some very fine places too. Cutting off the excess, and that is my card for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf for my blog, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.